Hello there and welcome. My name is Jimmy Wikman, and in this video I'm going to take a look at something that came as a little bit of a surprise to me last week. It was a new change that rolled out for Confluence, especially for folders, that added a bit of a design to folders that we haven't had before. And since it was a little bit of a surprise to me, because I don't remember seeing it in any release notes, I figured maybe I'm not the only one who got a little bit caught off guard and realized that these new things appeared out of nowhere. So I just want to jump in and I will show you what I'm talking about and also a little bit on how it works. So here we are now in Confluence, and as you can see here now, I have some folders here, and we have been working with folders for quite a while. And if you haven't used folders or you haven't activated them yet, you can actually turn them on. Let's do that first. So if you go to Space Settings in General and Features, you will see that you have folders here. So you can turn them on or off. So if you have them turned on, then you can create folders in your space like we have done here. And under these now we can actually have the pages. So this is how it has been working for quite a while. So what is new now is that you saw that if I clicked on the arrow here, then it unfolds like it used to do before. But if I click on the name here, we actually have a completely new template here. Usually, before you could not actually click on this one, it would just unfold. So it would just show the tree below here. So now we have received a template kind of, I don't know what to call it, a folder template, I guess we can call it, with some features. So this one will actually give you a little bit of an option. So the first thing that we can see is you have this header here. So you can update the header and you can create different colors for it and different images or different styles. These are only hard-coded at the moment. I haven't seen anything if this will change later on. But I am assuming that this will probably stay for a while, because there are some, based on how it is actually set up, it can be a little bit tricky to actually have multiple types of headers here, because if we're thinking of how we put them on a page, you basically upload an image there. You don't have anything with colors here. So this one actually have an image and a color combination. So it's the same image, it just cycles through the different colors here. So anyway, that is how you can update it. You can also remove it if you don't want to have this colorful header, then it will just be a nice white list. And then you can click here and add it back. And then below this one, you have the tree then. So this one will actually show you. This is kind of like the page properties list that you actually can put on a page, only that you have some predefined values here. So you have your name, your collaborators, and last edited. And let me just move myself out of the way here for a quick moment. You also have here in the 3 dots. So these are the same thing as if you had clicked on the more actions here. So you can see editor name. These are the same thing as you have here. So it makes it a little bit easier for you to work with the folder and documents below it. This is great if you only have, if you don't have a very long list of pages, which then can be a little bit, then it's no easier to have it here than having it here. But one of the nice things that you can do here is also, you can see that I can select list here, but I can also change to grid. So then I can actually have, there's no nice image for it, but I don't know if you add a page, does it actually pick it up? Sorry, I'm just going to verify if I add a header image here. Does he add anything? Does that change anything? No. It's still just the same basic image that you have here. And I'm going to move myself back here again, because I feel better on that side. But at least you can have the same kind of list that you have now, and you can have them as the grid view here as well. So the grids are a little bit big. I don't know if I have multiple pages, if they become smaller or bigger, but I'm guessing that it will be 3 in a row here or 2 in a row. So in a very long list of pages, I'm guessing they will be better to show it like this. But that's how these things work. So this is kind of the setup that we have. And this is what looked kind of nice when I first looked into it. But let me give you some, and you also will see that once you move between them, you can have different folder headers then and different colors here. So let me jump back into this view and talk to you a little bit, because on one hand, it's fun. It's nice to see some more color on the page and to have this one for folders. But I have to ask myself, if you now have this for folders, what is the point? What is the difference now between having a folder and a page? Because this folder view that we are seeing now, that is, one, it's very limited, and I don't really have much control over it. I don't seem to be able to turn it off, which means that if I have a certain design that I have now for my structure, I would probably avoid having folders now, because folders will not be as easy to customize. You only have 5-6 colors and 8 different headers. That's all you can do with it. So if that doesn't match the way you actually have the rest of the content in your space, then this will break that. And if I wanted to have this kind of view, I could just as easily add a page and a page properties report on that page, or maybe even a cards macro for that one to actually give you the grid view. So I'm not really sure what the value is for this one, or how this one improves things. Yes, when you drop in now and you see it for the first time, it feels kind of fresh and cool. But then when you think about it long term, what is the benefit for me as a user and for the people who are actually going to use Confluence for that one? So one of the reasons why we used folders to begin with was that we didn't want to have like a landing page for that section. We just wanted the people to open this one to basically create a structure, a navigation structure, not a content structure. And now Atlassian have forced us to actually have a content structure anyway. So now folders, if you click on it, you will actually have sort of a pointless view that you cannot actually do anything with. You cannot control it. You have no way of actually handling it. It just shows the same thing as in the navigation tree. Is it better for, I don't know what purpose it could possibly have to have it. I'm not against it. I am sure there are plenty of people who find this one very enjoyable and love to have this one, but from an information architecture point of view, it fills no purpose whatsoever, because there's a reason why folders existed and we had pages and folders separately, because the folders fill the function of an empty node in your navigation for structure integrity only, for actually providing structure, nothing else. And that one has now been broken. And now we have to deal with the fact that folders now also have landing pages and they also have content. And I'm not really sure if that is the best way forward for Confluence, but I guess time will tell. Maybe they will have more customization for these one in the future, and maybe they will evolve this somehow. But for me, I simply do not understand the value of having folders now when you have a landing page for it. Because now I have to click on the arrow next to the folder to actually open the structure, and before I could actually use the whole navigation bar, the whole folder menu, and to actually do that. And now if I click wrong, I will actually get to a pointless page, and then I will have to travel from there. So it is a little bit weird one. It's a little bit of a surprise that they added this one, because I have never heard anyone complain that you don't have a landing page for folders, because that's what you use pages or live pages for if you want to have some kind of landing page. I guess this is a simple way to actually organize subpages in a view somehow. But yeah, it is a little bit confusing, but we'll just have to see, I guess, what the content of this one will be, what kind of value it will actually add to the navigation. So just wanted to give you a heads up. So if you see this one now in your own Confluence, you know that you're not the only one who missed this one or that didn't really understand what it was. So that's all I wanted to have for this video. So I hope this short video was informative and that my mindless rambling wasn't too tiring for you this time. But with that, all I have to say is I hope that you have a great day and some week.